Late-night drives were Daniel's escape. With the windows down and the empty roads stretching ahead, it was his way of unwinding after a long day. On this particular night, the fog was so thick it clung to the road like a living thing, swirling around his car as he drove. That's when he saw her, a woman standing at the edge of the road, her pale face illuminated by his headlights. She was wearing an old-fashioned dress, her hair loose and wild. She raised her thumb in a silent plea for a ride. Daniel hesitated. He never picked up hitchhikers, especially not in the middle of nowhere. But something about her made him stop. As she climbed into the back seat, she didn't say a word. She just pointed straight ahead. The silence in the car was unnerving. Daniel tried to make small talk. "Where are you headed?" No response. "Rough night?" Still nothing. When he glanced in the rearview mirror, she wasn't looking at him but out the window, her face expressionless. The drive seemed to stretch forever. The road felt unfamiliar, though he'd traveled it dozens of times. The fog thickened, swallowing the car in a gray haze. When he looked in the rearview mirror again, his blood ran cold. The back seat was empty. Panicking, Daniel pulled over to the side of the road. He checked the back seat. Nothing. No trace of her. Shaking, he slumped back into his seat. That's when he noticed something on the floor, a small gold locket. With trembling hands, he opened it. Inside was a faded photograph of the woman, smiling, standing beside a younger version of himself. His mind raced. He didn't know her. He couldn't know her. The radio crackled to life, startling him. A soft voice whispered through the static, "Thanks for the ride, Daniel. See you soon." Daniel spun around, but he was alone. The locket burned cold in his hand. The last thing he saw before the world faded to black was the fog thickening, her pale face smiling at him in the rearview mirror. The next morning, his car was found abandoned, doors wide open, engine still running. No trace of Daniel was ever discovered except for a locket lying on the driver's seat.